Good morning out there in the DFS community. It's Vaughn, the Stat Man, coming into your YouTube airwaves, and welcome to the Stat Room. Woo! How is everybody doing out there? All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into these picks, I'm not going to do a positive word because it's the middle of the day. So, guys, let me introduce myself, guys. I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man. And, guys, check out the website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, guys, so before I get into my picks, let me answer a few questions that came through with DFS. Someone asked me, what is a three-guard alignment? All right, if you have been watching the NBA this year, a lot of teams are not using the center position. Some teams are not using small forwards. Some teams are not using power forwards. I mean, people are in those slots. Like if you look at Minnesota, their normal alignment would be Teague, would be Wiggins. Then you have Covington at the 3, and then you have Gibson at the 4 and Towns at the 5. But they take Gibson out of that lineup sometimes, and they run Derrick Rose. So you'll have Derrick Rose at the 2 guard, Teague at the 1. You'll have Wiggins at the 3. Covington then plays the 4, and Towns plays the 5. The Lakers, they also run a similar style, but they do theirs differently. When they're trying to get back into games, they take both big men out, and LeBron James now moves down to the 5 position, which is the center, but he's typically a small forward, but he does play the center at times. And then you'll have Kuzma at the 4. You'll have Hart at the shooting guard, and you'll have Ball, and then you'll also have Pope. So that's one of their alignments. So a lot of teams are running versions of that. Like right now, Washington, without Dwight Howard, they're running Jeff Green at the 4, Morris at the center position. They got John Wall at the point guard position, Beal at the 2 guard, and they're running either Oubre or Porter. So teams now are running what I call 3-guard sets. So even though on FanDuel, you know, guys are not slotted in 2 positions, I think that's what's hurting FanDuel, in my personal opinion right now, is FanDuel has every player slotted in 1 position. When FanDuel, because Derrick Rose, he plays the point, he also plays the shooting guard. Covington plays the shooting guard as well as small forward, and sometimes he plays power forward. LeBron James plays power forward, center, and at the 3 position. So that's what I meant when I said a 3-guard alignment. Like legally, they don't have them listed at that, but sometimes they have 2 point guards on at the same time, and then they have a shooting guard. That's a 3-guard alignment. All right, so I hope that answered the question. All right, guys, and then someone asked me about pricing. And when you're picking players, guys, this is what you want to try to do. You want to try to get a guy who you believe will get you 5 times the cost. So don't pick players just off names, and don't pick players just because they're cheap. You look at the matchup, like today. If you look at the games today, you got Denver going against the Lakers, right? If you believe that LeBron James can match that, let's look at LeBron James real quick, guys. All right, LeBron James is $11,200. Do you believe that LeBron James can get you 57 points? Not 51, not 48. He needs 57 or higher. If you believe that, you select him. If you believe Kawhi Leonard can get you 50 points, not 45, not 46. He has to get you 50 or more. 5 points is a difference in winning $150. I've seen first place be $345. So if you end up with a 340, you can go from $1,500 to $100. So 5 points makes a lot of the difference. So be very strategic, guys. Pick your players according to the value you believe these players will give you. All right. So hope I answered those 2 questions, guys. So let's get right into the 4 horsemen. All right. So at the point guard position, guys, you got Conley. Let's go through the games real quick. It's only a 5-game slate, guys. You got Toronto at Memphis. You got the Lakers at Denver. You got Atlanta at Miami. You got New York at Detroit. So at the point guard position, you got Conley, who is the most expensive. You got Lowry on the road. You got Murray. You got Young. You got Ball. You got Dragic, who's out. I'm going with Reggie Jackson. If you look at Reggie Jackson's numbers, look at his last few games, guys. 38, 37, 18, 24, 29. I don't believe he goes for 38, but I believe he goes for between 29 and 32, and that would make value. Next, at the shooting guard position, Oladipo is out. Booker is at home. You got Hardaway. You got Bazemore. I'm giving you guys D-Wade. D-Wade is a guy where Miami likes to save him for the playoffs. They don't like to really use him a lot. But since Miami is in a hole, they are not in the playoffs currently, so they need to go on a win streak. D-Wade is still one of the better players in the NBA. He just can't do it every night. But he's going to have to be called upon over these next 10 games so they can try to go on a 7-3 record to get back in the playoff hunt. If you look at his numbers, 50, 22, each game has gone up. He's not going to get 50 tonight, but you can mark him down for 30. All right, so now we're going to our small forward position, guys. You got LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Richardson. I'm giving you guys Warren. Warren has just been absolutely phenomenal. And now since Indiana doesn't have Oladipo, that affects their whole defensive rotation, because Oladipo would have been stopping Booker, and that would have actually stopped the flow of their offense. But now since Booker is going to be guarded by Collison, or Evans is going to be probably on Warren. I don't think Evans can guard Warren. If you look at Warren's numbers, he's coming off of a subpar game. I think he's going to have a pretty good game. But before that, I think Warren, you can mark him down for 35 points. And last but not least, the boomstick play of the night is none other than Justin Jackson. This rookie is balling, guys. He was one of the better college players, and I see why he was such a high draft pick. I mean, 10, 38, 47. Tonight is going to be one of those, I would say, a 32 to 35 point game. That's about what he'll give you. So he'll give you 4.5 to 5 times value tonight. I know he's going to be going up against Siakam, but I think that he can do well. Siakam's only a second-year player. As long as he don't go up against Ibaka. Now, if Ibaka is going to play the 4, then this would be a play I would not play. But if Ibaka is going to start at the 5, then you play this guy. But if Ibaka is, listen to me, if Valanciunas is starting, then you want to run this. But if Valanciunas is not starting, you don't want to use this guy. All right, guys, so that's it. Jackson, Warren, Wade, and Reggie Jackson. All right, guys, I'm doing a Monday, Cyber Monday sale, which means that you can get the NBA for $200. You'll get DraftKings and Fanduel NBA, and you'll get either DraftKings and Fanduel NBA. So basically, you get 3 sets of lineups. You get both for NBA and only one of the formats for NFL. And all of that information will be in the comment section of this video. All right, guys, so this is it, guys. I am going to leave it there. I am on to today. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And, guys, I know I didn't do a positive word, but when you're playing DFS, choose your players wisely. Love you guys.